Awe Mzansi City, congratulations to Bafana Bafana for qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Amatikiti swabegile siyahamba siya USA. But we're back again also with domestic clashes, also continental clashes. But before we look ahead, let's take a look at Lufuno and Mpho's results. Hi, Mina guys, angisazi ukuthi who is on the top of the leaderboard because I wasn't keeping up. Ikhandalambele zula last week ngicabanga Bafana Bafana all the way to USA. But then so sizana at this point. Sibona ukuthi ubani umanqoba for this week. First up we have Rwanda versus Benin, 1-0. Did any of you guys, and I mean any, get the score prediction correctly?
Absolutely right. I said Benin will win, and they did that.
Score prediction?
I think I said 2-1. I'm not sure, but I said Benin will win.
Mpho?
I place my faith in Ntwari. It did like Lufuno's team.
How did Benin manage to secure a win despite Rwanda's home advantage? I'll start with you, Lufuno.
Look, I thought they were motivated. They wanted to push, because they were also having a chance to go to America. So I thought they would really give their all and to win the game.
And then we move on to Lesotho versus Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe le yasihlula kangaka, Lesotho yanqoba. Kambe kanjani Mpho?
How is that even possible? Zimbabwe gives South Africa a hard time, and the next thing they just no. Zimbabwe is not serious about football. No.
Lufuno, what contributed to the success of this match for Lesotho?
Look, I think Zimbabwe, they gave everything they had in that Bafana game. They really needed to prove themselves against Bafana Bafana. They were highly motivated, and they didn't see it coming that Lesotho will also be motivated the same way that they were motivated against Bafana Bafana. Unfortunately,
in as much as Bafana Bafana was motivated in this game against Zimbabwe, they came home with a goalless draw. Kambenjan.
Look, I think South Africa on that day, they needed camouflage like other people were wearing camouflage to work. They were not wearing camouflage, but what can we say? They're just wearing casual clothes.
I mean, Lufuno, how did Zimbabwe manage to hold off South Africa's attacks?
Yeah, look.
I mean,
I said Zimbabwe is a very tough team. They've got good players. And most of those players, most of them used to end current playing in the PSL. So they are used to playing with our players. So they are very competitive. And again, the motivation on itself. I mean, they had about 2 or 3 players that plays international football in the EPL. So they got a good team.
Did anyone see this coming? Zimbabwe is a very tough team.
I knew that they're going to give South Africa a tough game, but I thought Bafana Bafana will win the game.
Okay.
Look, Lunga, I think the one thing about Zimbabwe, as much as we wanted Bafana Bafana to win, the entire Zimbabwean team, most of them, Divine Lunga plays for Sundowns. Arubi plays for Marumo Gallants. You've got Manenzi who plays for... So there's so much quality in the team. It's just the heart, man. The heart was willing us forward more than reason was.
South Africa versus Rwanda, the match that sent us and booked us a ticket to USA for the FIFA World Cup 2026 Rabatsena. South Africa 3-0. Did you expect this victory, especially with such a margin?
Yeah, it was a must-win game for Bafana Bafana, and I think they played well when they were under pressure. I think it was a different Bafana Bafana altogether. I think they were really moving fast. They were interchanging, and they could see they wanted to win the game, and they knew that this time around nobody will do it besides themselves, and they had to stand up and be counted.
And this match, we see South Africa and Nigeria over the weekend. Benin versus Nigeria, 4-0. Mpho, I'm going to take it to you. What does this mean in terms of qualification for Nigeria?
Nigeria, you're just not good enough to be number 1. Good enough to play. You have another journey to travel where you will play another playoff on the African continent and then still play against the winners of other continents. The number 1 spot, Amapiano, originated here. Mapiano are going to the World Cup, taking Mapiano to the US, baby.
Hey, dakhona siyabonga Nigeria for what's a helping hand lapo. Let's move on to this week's fixtures. Sasishilo vele ukuthi the domestic clashes are back, as well as the continental clashes. We'll start with AS Simba versus Kaizer Chiefs away. Lufuno.
Yeah, it's another tough one for Kaizer Chiefs. I think they would have learned with the previous features that when you play away, you need to make sure that you got an away goal and try to wrap it up in the first leg, because it becomes very dicey in the second leg. Let's see the two coaches. By the way, they've got two coaches now, new coaches. Let's see what they're gonna do.
Mpho, do you think they'll be able to wrap it up in the first half?
No, wrap it up in the first game. No, I don't think so. Lubumbashi is not pap and flakes. It's not whereby you just go and come back out there. I think a draw would do Kaizer Chiefs very well on the day.
Lufuno score prediction?
I think Chiefs will win 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah.
Hey, St. Eloy versus Orlando Pirates. You know, Orlando Pirates does have experience in CAF competitions. Mpho, how do you see that going?
I think Orlando Pirates will come away with a draw, because it's not going to be an easy. It's not going to be. I mean, both Soweto teams going to Congo is going to be very hard. Lupopo are going to be wanting to show that they want to be here. So I think it's going to be a draw as well.
Lufuno, do you share the same sentiments?
No, I don't, and I think Pirates is very motivated. They've been winning games in the local front, and I think they will do well playing away. And if you look at their form last season in Champions League, they were actually playing well away compared to actually at home, and I think they'll win the game 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
So now let's go to domestic clashes. AmaZulu FC versus Durban City. Moses Mapida abe busy. Lufuno, how do you see?
Yeah, it's a KZN derby. I think Durban City they really grinding the result quietly. They've got variety on how they play and how they get their goals. The last time we saw them, they're getting goals from a defender scoring a hat-trick. For me, I think Durban City are playing much better than AmaZulu. I think AmaZulu are really not finding themselves so far with Arthur, and I think Durban City will win this game 2-1.
Mpho, score prediction quickly.
I think this is the game where AmaZulu finds themselves, and they will be the victors 2-1 on the day.
Can I just have a quick prediction on this last fixture? Magesi FC versus TS Galaxy. I'll start with you, Mpho.
TS Galaxy 1-0.
Lufuno?
Magesi, they're playing at home. Magesi will win 2-1.
Hi, sesibuyile ekhaya. Sizabona ukuthi next week kuhambe kanjani between Lufuno and Mpho. This week is a test of stamina, mentality, and pride. Again, City, congratulations to Bafana Bafana. Endleleni yethu yokuya USA, myself, Nokulunga Ntokazi, Enhle yakwaThenjekayo with the Fundis. City, good night.